Hi everyone, it's Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com. It's our regular monthly quiz, so it's movie quiz number 5. This is the 5th one we've done. So I've been doing this for pretty much 4 or 5 months now. So a bit of fun, as you know, 15 questions. I'll give you time to answer if you want to do it on the spot like a mastermind thing, or obviously you can pause and think over the answer, etc., etc. It's only for a bit of fun, obviously. I'll give you the answers at the end, so that I'll tell you what I may have scored. See if you can beat me. Obviously, it's quite a little popular. I mean, these have been quite popular, so we have fun doing it anyway. I have fun putting them together and stuff like this. So anyway, if you like it, please push the old subscribe button. That'd be great, and push the bell notifications so you know when these videos are coming out. Obviously movie reviews as well, and board game reviews and looking at posters, etc. So please do that. Right, let's get on with this, shall we? So 15 questions, got 34 points up for grabs today, and I've even got a visual one for you. So if you're listening to this rather than watching, I will describe the thing to you, so it'll give you a chance, because obviously everyone wants to sit and look at my ugly face for 20-30 minutes, did he? But hey, there you go. Right, movie quiz number 5. Here we go. Question 1. This is famous movie lines. So nice, easy start for you. 3 points up in this question. Which actor ad-libbed the following line? You talking to me? You talking to me? Which movie? What year? And what actor? Obviously, so three points for that. You talking to me? Which actor ad-libbed that following line? Which movie? Which actor? And what year? So the 3 points up for grabs. If you get within 1 year on the year, I'll give you half a point. You can get half a point. Yeah, I would have got. I'm giving myself 2.5 for that. You talking to me? Right. Question 2. In the Addams Family, obviously the various variations of it, the new movie, the TV series, etc. What is thing? What is it? So you can use a couple of words or one word. I'll give you the points, whatever you say. 1 point up for grabs on this one. In the Addams Family, what is thing? I'll give myself a point for that one. I would have scored a point there. So you're keeping up with me. You're beating me. Right, question 3. True or false? Again, we'll carry on with the Addams Family theme. Cousin It, true or false? Cousin It is a boy. True or false? For an extra point, who is the voice of It in the new movie, the new Addams Family animation movie? Who is the voice? There's 2 points up for grabs. True or false? Cousin It is a boy. Is that true or false? And who, for an extra point, who voiced It in the new movie? I'll give myself 1 point for this one out of 2. I wouldn't have got both of those, to be honest with you. You're doing better. Right, question 4. This is the cover quiz. This is the cover from a famous film. I've just covered up the title. I'll describe it to you as well. Can you tell me, for this film, which movie, which 2 stars star in it, and which year? So there's 4 points up for grabs here. So there we go. There's the famous film cover from one of the DVD box sets. It's for those who are listening rather than looking at it. It's got a young girl, about 14, dark-haired girl, auburn-haired, dark-haired girl, sat on a thoroughbred, a real chestnut thoroughbred horse. And obviously, they both seem very, very happy. So, which movie, which 2 stars starred in it, and which year? And again, I'll give you a couple of years out. I'll still give you half a point because that's quite a hard one, isn't it? So, 14-year-old dark-haired girl on a big chestnut thoroughbred is the image on the cover. Obviously, would have been the image on many posters as well. I'll give myself 3.5 on that. obviously the year I certainly would have been in 1 year because I knew the decade it was made. So right, that's that one. Number 5, multiple choice now. So you got a chance here, even if you're guessing. Director Cameron recently called the new Terminator his Terminator 3, discounting any other Terminators that were made. But including this latest version, we're in November 2019. How many Terminator movies are there? So how many actual even though Cameron claims this was number 3, it isn't. Obviously, there are others out there that he didn't appreciate. So are there 5, 6, or 7? And for a bonus, so there's 2 points on this. What year did the original Terminator air? So which year did the original Terminator come out? So I'll give you half a point within a year. And were there 5, 6, or 7 Terminator movies? So a multiple choice. I'll give myself 2 on this one. I've done a lot on Terminator with the new film coming out, so I probably I would have known this. Question 6. Right, so if you pause it, if it's too quick, you don't forget to pause it. It's only a bit of fun, or do it within the time limit I'm set. It's up to you for a bit more of a challenge if you're very good at these sort of things. All right, fill in the blank. We're going to the movie Frozen with the lovely Frozen 2 due out very, very soon, isn't it? I think all the kids are excited about that. There are 3 songs from the original version. There's 3 points up for grabs. 3 songs in the original version. Can you fill in the line? So obviously, I'm looking for a word that completes the line for 3 songs in the original Frozen. And the first one is, do you want to build a blank? So what's the word I'm looking for? Do you want to build a... Okay, the second one, well, let it blank. Let it. The third one, love is an open blank. Love is an open. How many would I have got on there? I'd give myself 2 on this, so I wouldn't have got all 3. So, do you want to build a let it and love is an open? Anyway, so that was something unusual, and that's a nice addition to the quiz. Fill in the blank. Right, that's only because I did blankety blank quiz game a couple of weeks ago on the board game reviews. Right, the classic Western, True Grit. So this is a bit for the older guys. In 1969, starred John Wayne as Rooster Coburn. There was a 2010 version. Who played that role? Who took on the role of Rooster Coburn in True Grit? So the 2010 version of True Grit. Only 1 point up for grabs here. Woody, I've got this. I'll give myself a 0, actually. I might have struggled on this one. I know it now. I've researched it, but I would have probably struggled. True Grit, 2010. Who played Rooster Coburn? The famous part played by John Wayne in the 69 original, obviously. Right, over halfway through now. The drama, The King's Speech, was released in 2010. So another 2010 film. The story of King George VI. So if you remember that film. Have a guess if you don't know these. There's 3 points up for grabs here. Who played King George? Which actor played King George? Which actor played his wife, Queen Elizabeth, the first Queen Elizabeth? Which actress played his wife? And which actor played his therapist, Lionel Logue? So 3 points up for grabs. Who played King George? Who played his wife, the Queen Elizabeth? And who played the therapist? That's in the famous film, The King's Speech. I will give myself 3 on this one. I would have probably known that one. So 3 points up for grabs. King George, Queen Elizabeth, and the therapist. Who played those roles? Question 9. This is one I may have struggled on. It was popular family film, 2015. Inside Out from Pixar, obviously. A really big hit. It features 5 avatars or emotions, or 5 characters, obviously covering the emotions. Which are the 5 emotions? So you got 5 points up for grabs here. So there's 5 avatars. I may have struggled. I could have guessed. I mean, you can guess, can't you, if you can't remember it. I may have struggled with this one, to be honest with you. So in Inside Out, there are 5 emotions, 5 avatars for emotions, 5 characters. What are the 5 emotions? I mean, I'll give myself 3. I don't think I would have got all 5, to be honest with you. If you love the film, you can probably think of them. So 5 points up for grabs there. I'll give you a bit more time on that one, obviously. Right, another multiple choice question. So another one worth a guess if you're not quite sure. Daniel Day-Lewis has received 6 Oscar nominations as of 2019, November 2019. How many did he actually win of those 6? Did he win 1, 2, or 3? So he received Daniel Day-Lewis, been going for a long time. Great actor. He's received 6 Oscar nominations. This is November 2019. How many did he win? How many actual Oscars did he actually win? 1, 2, or 3? Worth a guess. Would he have got it? I'll put 0 because I may have got this wrong, actually. I'll put 0. I would have probably guessed. I wouldn't have known off the top of my head. So, right, question 11. So we're 2/3 of the way through, aren't we? The famous, wonderful John Travolta starred in a sequel to Saturday Night's Fever, which was made in 1977. He starred in a sequel, not as well appreciated, obviously. What was the name of the sequel and what year was it released? So 2 points up for this, the name, the title of the film, and obviously give yourself half a point if your year out either way on the year. So the sequel to 1977. So there's a clue in that. It's after 1977. Saturday Night Fever. What was the film called and what year was it released? I'll give myself 1.5. I may not have been spot on with the date, but I had an idea on the year, so I'll say 1.5 for myself there. John Travolta. Sequel to Saturday Night Fever. What's it called and what year? Question 12. Going back a bit here again, so you have to have your old head on here, but obviously if you know anything about books, etc. and stuff, you may know this. Gregory Peck starred in the classic movie To Kill a Mockingbird. What year was this film released? And who wrote the book on which the film was based? So which famous author wrote the book? So I'm just going to give myself 1 on this. I would have probably, again, you get half a point if you're near. I'll give yourself half a point if you're 2 years out with the year. So I'll give myself 1.5. I did know the novel. I did know the writer of the novel. And I had an idea of the year of the film. So I'll give myself 1.5. Hey, it's my quiz. Gregory Peck. What year was To Kill a Mockingbird released in the UK? I mean, obviously, I think it was a similar. I always check that these are similar years in the US as well for anyone outside of the UK. And who wrote the book on which the famous film To Kill a Mockingbird? Who wrote the actual book it was based on? Unlucky for some. Question 13. What a Feeling. So on to a music sort of thing here. Won an Oscar for the Best Original Song in 1983. Who performed the song and in what film was it? What a Feeling. 2 points up for grabs here. Half a point if you get within a year on the release date, obviously, there. So I'll give myself 1.5 again. I would have known the film. I would have had an educated guess at the year. What a Feeling. On the I'm looking. Sorry, my apologies. I'm looking for the song, what film it was from, What a Feeling, and the actual who performed the song, who was the singer. Sorry, not the film. I'll give you the year, haven't I? Sorry, my apologies. 2 points up for grabs. What a Feeling won the Oscar for the Best Original Song in 1983. Who performed the song and in what film? Right, there we go. Got a bit of extra time there. Sorry for my error there. I've already given you 1983, wasn't it? So there's only 2 points up for grabs. So I would have got 1 point. I would have forgot the singer, to be honest with you. I'll just give myself 1 point there. Wonderful song, wonderful film. Question 14. the Disney, so back to more a kids thing here. The Disney animation Tangled is based on which famous fairy tale? And who is credited, who actually wrote the fairy tale that it's based on? So the Disney animation Tangled, 2 points up for grabs, is based on which famous fairy tale? And obviously, where was this fairy tale taken from? Who wrote the fairy tale? 2 points up for grabs there. Question 14. I'll give myself 2 on that one. And the last question, question 15. Going right up to date here with the films. We're going to look at the film The Joker, the recent film The Joker with the wonderful Joaquin Phoenix. Most of the clocks shown in this Joker movie are set to an exact time. Not all of them, but most of them are set to an exact time. I won't go into any details of why they're set to this time, but what time is it? Are they set some of the clocks or most of the clocks set to in the film The Joker? So you watch The Joker, see how clear, did you notice? I didn't notice. I'm going to give myself a big fat 0 for that one. But there was significance in the clock settings. So what time were the most of the clocks set? They weren't all set to the same time, but most of them were. Just 1 point up for grabs. There you go, 34 points up for grabs there. I'll tell you what I got before I go through the answers. 7, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I just got 24. 24 out of 34. Pretty pathetic, isn't it? But, useless. I'll say for everything I know about films, but I've probably 1%. I forgot 99%, unfortunately, even though I love my films. I've never had the greatest memory, unfortunately. It's not old age. It's just I never had a great memory when I was a kid. I think I've told you that, haven't I? When I did exams, I just used to revise, but I used to scrape through all the time. Nothing fantastic because my memory isn't fantastic. Right, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, let's rush through the questions. Going for 17 minutes, get these done. Right, the first question. Question 1. Which actor ad-libbed the following? He did ad-lib it. It wasn't in the script. He did the you talking to me. Sorry about the acting. He did ad-lib it, obviously. It was, of course, Robert De Niro from the brilliant film Taxi Driver in 1976. So if you're a year out with the year, obviously give yourself half a point. So Robert De Niro, Taxi Driver, 1976. Number 2. The Addams Family. What is Thing? Well, of course, he actually appeared. I actually did a thing on the movie poster Idle Hands, a modern film from in the early 2000s, and they actually used the same hand that was used in the TV series Thing. So, yes, it's a disembodied hand. So if you put hand or whatever, that's okay. It obviously is a disembodied hand, but that's 1 point for that. Question 3, again, sticking with the Addams Family. Now, this may be open to debate, but you'll have to accept my answer on this because obviously this is the sort of answer I'm going to get. And if you've got something different, tough, you've got to stick with what I say. In the Addams Family, Cousin It is a boy. Is that true or false? Well, I'll say false. Cousin It in the modern day, I mean, in terms, is that neutral gender. We don't really have a definitive thing whether it's a boy or a girl, so the statement is false. And the extra point, who voiced it in the new movie? Well, that was Snoop Dogg. I don't know if you're aware of that, but Snoop Dogg did the voice of it in the new animated Addams Family. The cover quiz, of course, I mean, with the girl on the thoroughbred chestnut. Obviously, talking the wonderful movie National Velvet. 2 stars, of course, Mickey Rooney, Elizabeth Taylor. And which year? Well, yeah, this is one. So give yourself half a point if you get within 2 years. So it was actually 1944. So if you said 42 or 43 or 45 or 46, give yourself half a point. But it was actually 1944. So National Velvet, Mickey Rooney, Elizabeth Taylor, 1944. But obviously, and if you get points anywhere between 42 and 46. The multiple choice Terminator, which Cameron classed as Terminator 3 because he discounted all the others. This was actually Terminator 6 in theory. So there are 6 Terminator movies as such. I'm discounting the TV series, obviously, which is something different. The Sarah Connor Chronicles. So that's just movies. If you did put Sarah Connor, do please, give yourself a point if you did put if you did say 7 and included the, don't cheat. If you did include the Sarah Connor Chronicles, I'll let you have that. And obviously the year for the extra point was 1984. So if you said 83 or 85, give yourself half a point. If you said 1984, give yourself a point. That was the original Terminator, was 1984. But we've had 6 Terminator films and 1 TV series. Fill in the blank. Well, here you go. 3 songs from the original Frozen. Do you want to build a snowman? Let it. I always want to say let it snow because I'm old-fashioned now. So let it snow. Let it let it go. And of course, love is an open. I mean, I would have guessed at book, but obviously, it's love is an open door. So the blanks are snowman, goat, and door. The classic Western True Grit. Obviously, John Wayne starred as the Rooster Coburn in the original, but Coburn, whichever way you pronounce it. Of course, it was the wonderful Jeff Bridges in the 2010 version. Give yourself a point for Jeff Bridges. The Drama King's Speech starred 3 wonderful actors in the roles. Obviously, we had Colin Firth as King George. We have Helena Bonham Carter as Queen Elizabeth. And, of course, the wonderful Geoffrey Rush as the therapist Lionel Logue. So Firth, Helena Bonham Carter, Geoffrey Rush. So I'll give you a point each for all those. The 2015 release, Inside Out. Obviously, the 5 avatars, 5 emotions. I mean, they wanted to put more in, but they narrowed it down to these 5. Joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust. So I'll give you a point each for any of those you've got. I mean, if you did about 20 and you're picking, if you cheated and did loads, and just pick, oh yeah, I said that. It's one of the 15 I chose. Well, I know it's up to you. Do you want to give yourself the points? If you want to do that, do that. Anyways, joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust. Question 10. Daniel Day-Lewis, wonderful Daniel Day-Lewis, 6 Oscar nominations. Did he win 1, 2, or 3? He's actually won 3. So, and they were for My Left Foot in 1990, nearly 30 years ago. There Will Be Blood in 2008 and Lincoln in 2013. So he won 3 Oscars. Give yourself a point for that. John Travolta starred in a sequel to Saturday Night Fever. He starred in it in 1983, and the film was Staying Alive. Didn't really do very well, obviously a bit of a turkey. But so if you get 1983, give yourself a point. Staying Alive, give yourself a point. If you get 1982, 1984, give yourself half a point. That's close enough. Question 12. Gregory Peck starred in To Kill a Mockingbird. Obviously, it was from 1962. So give yourself half a point if you're 1960, 61 or 1963, 64. But the exact year was 1962 for a full point. And the writer of the novel was the famous novel was Harper Lee. So obviously, US-based guys will probably get it a bit easier than the UK guys, that one. He's obviously not perhaps, I mean, it is well known if you like your novels and you're into your classic literature, obviously, but not as well known in the UK. Harper Lee. Question 13. What's a Feeling? Sorry about the error on this one. What's a Feeling? Yes, was 1983, and it was from the film Flashdance. So we like the film Flashdance. Who performed it? Irene Cara. Obviously, performed the thing. Irene Cara, Flashdance. Question 14. The Disney animation Tangled is based on which famous fairy tale? Of course, it's based on Rapunzel. Rapunzel, let down your hair. And obviously, this was written by, well, it's classed under the Brothers Grimm. If you name the actual Grimm who wrote it, obviously, if it was one or the other, I wasn't sure. I know it's the Brothers Grimm, so you'll get a point for Grimm anyway. Or if you've, hey, I'm not going to give you a bonus point if you actually wrote the first names of the brothers as well. So there you go. So that's 2 points. That was question 14. And question 15, the last one, the Joker. So you have to go back and watch this again and notice, won't you? Most of the clocks are set to 11:11, 11:11. So I think there's a digital element as well, and the real clock thing. But they're all set to, most of them are set to 11:11 in the Joker. So there you go, 34 points. See what you got. Let me know what you got in the comments below. Or obviously let people tell me on Twitter as well what they scored. So that's at nostalgia_movies, my Twitter contact details. So let me know on there. Let me know below. It's nice to know what you get. And if you tell me on Twitter, I usually come on here and post the scores as well, so people can have a look what there is to beat. As I said, I got 24 out of 34. Not too bad, was it? So anyway, push your subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed movie quiz number 5. I think I'll give you all the answers. I didn't miss any. Just make sure the drama, Inside Out, Daniel Travolta, Gregory Peck. If I've missed anything out, I don't think I have. I'll put it in the comments below, and my apologies there. But I think I'm movie quiz 5. I should be okay doing this by now, shouldn't I? So movie quiz 6 will obviously be in approximately 4 weeks' time, which obviously would take us into December, aren't we? So. Hey, you know, I might do something a little bit special for Christmas as well. So there you go. There may be a more Christmassy feel with that next one, obviously, with the Christmas around the corner. Thanks for watching. Push the bell notifications. Follow me on Bernard Deneen YouTube for all these videos. I'll be back on Monday for looking at the latest DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K releases. So I'll be checking that out. Obviously, if you're into football, have a look at my Manchester City vlogs that are on Bernard Deneen YouTube under Citizen. So have a look on there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Follow me on Facebook at Bernard Deneen with links to moviegamenostalgia.com, my website. Have a look around there, moviegamenostalgia.com. DVDs, posters, board games. And if you haven't got anything on there, just give us a shout and I'll try and find it for you. I did that yesterday for a guy who was obviously looking for something. I didn't have it, but I tried to point him in the right direction. So anyway, what are you doing with the rest of the day? Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed that. Please let us know in the comments below your scores. I'll see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Look after yourself, look after your family, and look after your friends. And we'll see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.